In today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you some amazing life hacks you have to know, especially if you're an iPhone user. Now, these are some life hacks that I picked up throughout the years after almost being a decade now since I switched from Android to iPhone. And so in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you those exact life hacks that made my iPhone experience so much better, like the ability to override a cell phone tower. So all that and more. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the cell phone tower hack. So whenever you're traveling from city to city, what most likely happens whenever you're just having terrible reception is your phone is still connected to the cell phone tower from like the previous city and you want to connect to the nearby one. A quick way you can override this is just by simply enabling airplane mode. Wait a couple of seconds. I'll suggest giving it 10 seconds and then go ahead and disable airplane mode, and this will allow the iPhone to automatically connect to the nearest cell phone tower instead of continuing to be connected to that farther out long distance cell phone towers from two cities apart. That's one way of doing it. And there's also a clever way that will actually allow you to actually see the signal, and that it requires you to actually launch the phone app, go into the dial keypad. This will actually allow you to actually see the strength of that cell phone tower, because the bars on top, they're not really always reliable. You can have 3 bars but still have like no internet connectivity or anything like that. But if you dial *3001 pound 1 2 3 4 5 pound star and you call, I'll be sure to actually have this number in the description as well. So if you bookmark this video, you can always use this as a reference. And this will actually give you access to the field test app. As this is a service menu, it's not made for consumers, but I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of where you can find your signal strength right now. Now this also depends carrier to carrier, but all you're really trying to look for is this section, the RSRP. Now the way this range number works is if you're -40, that's really high, that's good. But if you're -140, that's really bad. So right now, we're like in the middle, so this is pretty good. So if you're like, as an example, if you're -60, then your signal is actually really good. If you're 130, then you're probably really bad. You have a really bad reception signal. Now, some iPhones have this EAFR mode. This also depends on your carrier. We're using AT&T. If we type in *3370 pound, you're gonna get this please wait menu. Now, it's not gonna work on my phone, but sometimes it does work depending on locations and location. So if you're at a compatible spot and using the supported carrier, you may have access to this. This basically will allow your phone to connect to the best cell phone tower, and it'll basically enhance your overall cell phone experience. It's like a quick way to override it, but again, it's like a hit or miss. Now next, we all know about *67, which will basically show you as a private number calling to the person that you're dialing. But if you don't like to do that, you want to show an unknown caller, if you actually type in #31 pound and then you enter the person's phone number, the caller ID is just going to show no caller ID. But real quick, special thanks to Rinosheld for providing their accessory in today's video. Now this is a non-sponsored video, but I have used Rinosheld products in the past, and just recently their most protective gear just got better. Like this case, for example, this is their solid suit, and when you combo this with their Impact 3D screen protector, which now comes available in both matte and this cool privacy screen protector you see right here, it's designed perfectly so the case and everything lines up perfectly, giving you that full maximum 360 protection. But here's the matte finish as well as the gloss finish. My personal favorite is still the privacy screen. But regardless, the 3D impact screen protectors can withstand a hammer impact. And if you go ahead and use the promo code HOTSHOP, you'll save 10% off on your next iPhone accessory on their website. Now the next thing, if you use the flashlight a lot, you can actually adjust the dimness. By launching the control center and long pressing on the flashlight icon, you have access to this slider and it will just update this brightness right there. Now the iPhone actually has a third button in the back here. Yeah, as weird it may sound, like you can actually utilize the sensors to actually activate a shortcut button back here by simply tapping the back part of your phone. And you just saw that my phone actually took a screenshot. To have access to this, all you gotta do is just go into the settings, go into accessibility, Go into touch. This is also where you can enable reachability. Reachability was this enabled, you can just do this. It'll bring the top part of the screen down so you can easily access the top part of the screen without having to lift off your hand or anything like that. That's how you have access to that. But go down into back tab. So you have the option between a double tap or a triple tap. You can program each to do different things like app switcher, camera. So it will actually launch these little shortcuts. So if we do double tap for screenshot, now by simply just tapping the back part of the screen twice, it will actually take a screenshot, just like that. It works really well. The only con to this, depending on the type of jeans or shorts you wear, it may take screenshots in your pockets. So triple tap is usually the sweet spot where it won't just fill up or toggle the activation shortcut that you selected accidentally. Now this next one, a lot of people seem to overview this and miss this, surprisingly, but you can actually use this keyboard one-handed when needed. So very similar to reachability, the keyboard itself also has the same very similar feature. By tapping the globe icon, if you actually go see the very bottom, the little keyboard with the arrow, by doing this will actually shorten up the arrow to that side of the display, so you can actually reach everything with just one finger, instead of having to use two hands or lift your entire hand off your phone and readjust. That's a quick hack right there. Now when using the calculator app, if you accidentally messed up, you can always just swipe and this will actually like remove one of the numbers that you enter without having to retype everything all over again. There's that quick hack. Another quick hack is, out of all the map navigation apps, if you're looking for an app that supports offline mode, that's Google Maps. Google Maps actually has this feature you could enable where you can actually download and you could select the area you want to offline load that app. So if you're in a low reception place, you'll still have access to GPS, just not, you won't have the data to actually load the image, but the image will be stored on your iPhone. So whenever you're on a hill or something like that, you can still see exactly where you're at, especially if you have offline mode on that spot. Now, another hack is Waze. Waze is the only app that I've seen, navigation map that I've seen, that actually will allow you to actually give you an idea when you should leave at that time to prevent yourself from hitting traffic. So you can actually plan ahead with Waze. Waze is the only app that I've seen that actually has this capability. And then if your iPhone has Face ID, a cool security hack to disable that, once you already are using your iPhone, is by tapping up and volume down and holding down the power button. It will bring up the power menu. If you tap cancel, this will actually turn off Face ID and won't go back on until you enter that PIN code. And then if you wish to move multiple apps on your home page all at once, instead of doing it one by one, by entering wiggle mode and just move an app like so and just tap on the apps that you want to go ahead and stack up and move all at once. You can do that, move to the correct page and drop it all like so. There you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some good useful information out of the video. Again, I'll be sure to include links to this case as well as the screen protector in the video description down below, so they're all literally a click away. If you got some life hacks of your own that you want to go ahead and share that I might have missed or maybe just not know about, feel free to comment down below for everybody else to see as well, as I'll be in the comment section for the first 2 hours of the video upload to this video. Aside from that, if you got some good useful information out of the video, you know what to do. I greatly appreciate if you catch leave this video a like, as those will help me out a lot, and get subscribed, especially if you enjoy a lot of tech videos just like this. And don't be shy to share this video with a friend, relative, or somebody who you just know needs to also know about this. Make sure you share this video with them as well. Now if you wish to watch more, maybe you're curious how my iOS 16 experience has been like, check out this video over here as I go through every hidden feature and new changes that came to the brand new iOS 16 developer beta. And that video over there, that is the video YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one.